Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about Instagram's recent algorithm changes, and if your engagement has been dropping, the steps that I think you should take to get your engagement back up. If you like these kinds of videos, make sure you subscribe if you're new here. Hi, my name is Cassie. I create social media content full-time, and I have been kind of compiling some tips and tricks that I have for different social media platforms, mainly Instagram. So if you like that kind of content, make sure you subscribe to the channel and follow me on all my other platforms so you never miss me between uploads. In both July and August of 2022, I had 2 reels get over 30,000 views, which I think is pretty good considering my following size. I have a little over 1,200 followers. I don't know exactly what it was. I will put the links to both of those reels down below so you can kind of check out what I did, but I got a lot of success. I got a lot of followers from that. I did also get a lot of engagement on those posts, not just the views, but people were interacting with the reel as well. And it was towards late August when my views slowly just started to trickle downwards after those 2 reels went viral. And right now my engagement is sitting at about 80% less than what it was in July and August. So Instagram changes their algorithms constantly and they never really tell their users, but here's why I'm not really panicking about this and why you shouldn't panic as well. So we have to take into account the time of year. It is October. People are in the thick of school, college, everything. People are very busy right now. So there will be less people on social media. In general, you may see certain spikes in your engagement on certain dates, like on the weekends or Fridays. I have noticed that more people interact with my posts on certain days, and the reels that I have posted that have done a little bit better have been posted on the weekends. So that is something to keep in mind, is that more people are not on social media right now because it's the middle of the school year. Another thing to keep in mind is that reels have a longer lifespan than photos, so if you post a reel and a month later the audio starts to go viral again, there is a chance that your reel will be picked up by the algorithm and pushed out to more people. I have had a few reels recently that after a couple weeks of posting them, I randomly start getting notifications saying that it's been liked more. So that is something to not get discouraged. If your reel doesn't hit the algorithm right away, it may just take a little bit. And also, because it is almost the end of October, the weather will be changing soon. More people will be inside, spending more time on their phones and on their devices. So that will lead to a little uptick in your social media engagement if people are spending more time on the apps because of the weather. Moving on to some little successes I have found on Instagram in the last couple months. In the last couple months, I've really taken this opportunity to kind of play around with some trending audios and some non-trending audios. The thing I have found that works the best is if you jump on trending audios under 5,000 uses. I have found that if you jump on those audios when not a lot of people have used them, your views will grow with the trend. Whereas if you hop on the trend after it's reached, 10,000 uses already, it's on its way out. So you can't be too sure that the algorithm will want to push them out if a bunch of people have already created content with that reel. Another thing that I have found has not really been working is batch shooting reels for me. I used to batch shoot reels and I post them, a week or 2 later. That doesn't always work as well, and here is why. A lot of trends die within a couple weeks. So if you're batch shooting a bunch of reels, there is a chance that by the time you get around to posting it, the trend will be dead, or the audio will be removed or something like that. So that is always the risk you take when using audio or when batch shooting content like reels. I have found that batch shooting reels just does not work. Batch shooting photos, on the other hand, I do recommend, just so you have that back stock of content. Reels aren't as easy to film for me, but it is easier just to shoot, little clips of video here and there, and then put them together in a reel. The one that I had recently go somewhat viral, it got a couple thousand views. I just found this little thing on the ground when I was out and about, took a quick video and a photo of it, and when I posted it, it did get a lot higher engagement according to Instagram's insights. I will put that up on the screen here. That reel did really well, and again, it took me no time to post, but I did sit on the clip for a while until I found an audio that I thought would work well with it. If you feel like you need to batch shoot reels, take videos that aren't necessarily for a specific trend and just kind of sit on them and wait until you can use them for a specific trend. And if you really feel like you need to batch shoot reels, if you're going to be gone or on vacation or not able to film for I would try to stick to finding trending audios that are under 1,000 uses at first, because that will give you a little bit of a buffer so you aren't hitting that 5,000 to 10,000 mark where the trend gets a little bit oversaturated, and you will still have time to post during that early stage of the trend. I have been doing that recently and have found a little bit more success with those than other audios that I've batch shot with. The next thing I wanted to touch on here is how I'm handling partnerships and sponsored posts with the engagement drop. Even though my engagement has dropped, I know the holidays are coming up. That is when I know brands are looking to creators to market to their target audiences, so making sure that you are really mentioning your demographics with when you're negotiating these brand partnerships are more important than negotiating solely based on engagement rates, because even if your engagement rate is lower, there is still the chance that your target audience is exactly what this brand is looking for in terms of overall reach and where they want their products to be shown to. Another tip I have is to just stay consistent and push through. I know it can get really frustrating when your views are low, your likes are low, your posts aren't being shown to anybody. Trust me, I've heard it all, I've felt it all. I have talked to other creators that just say it absolutely sucks and you don't really know how to get around it. These ebbs and flows will happen when you create content, and it is important that you just try not to focus on the numbers. I know it's hard, but not focusing on numbers and not letting the numbers bother you will really lead to your success overall in the long term. I know Reels gives you the option to have up to 60 seconds or 90 seconds for a reel, but I do not recommend using the longer form videos, and here is why. People's attention spans are at an all-time low due to apps like TikTok and Reels. Short Reels are where it's at. I have found that my more viral Reels are under 15 seconds. I know it sucks. Trust me, as someone who loves long-form content and loves to create long-form content, I tend to be very long-winded, so it does suck that this algorithm is really pushing short content. I found with the sweet spot is between like 5 to 10 seconds. It really sucks, but trust me, that is where it's at right now, and it will get your content pushed out because more people are likely to watch the entire video. The last thing I wanted to kind of touch on here was other platforms and diversifying your platforms as a creator. Now, I know this can get really overwhelming, but you are able to diversify your platforms and your audience without putting a bunch of extra work in. I have been posting a lot of my Reels and TikToks to YouTube Shorts, and I already saw a big spike in my engagement. If you're coming from YouTube Shorts, hi. But it is really important to diversify your platforms, not only in terms of audience and reach, but in terms of partnerships with brands. Social media doesn't last forever, and I know certain apps might be on their way out. YouTube has always kind of been in the background, and YouTube has always been something that has kind of survived all of these changes in other platforms. So I really do recommend hopping on YouTube or YouTube Shorts if you have not. It is a way, and YouTube is announcing, I will put some information that I saw recently about YouTube's monetization methods with YouTube Shorts and why you should hop on it now down below. But whilst most brands have still found me through Instagram, I have had a brand reach out to me specifically to do YouTube. I worked with Merit Beauty earlier this year. And when you have multiple platforms and you have multiple engaged audiences on these platforms, brands are more likely to do a bundle deal with you, which means more money. And it'll make it easier to work with brands overall because they know that you have different skills and different outlets for the content and different audiences for the products that they may be selling. So I'm not really sure how long this video is, but I hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. If you liked this video, make sure you stay till the end. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell button, leave me a comment down below. Follow me on all my other social platforms so you never miss me between uploads, and I will catch you guys in my next one. Let me know what other content you want to see coming up. I may or may not be doing Vlogmas this year, I have not decided, but I am super excited to finish out the rest of this year with you guys. So I will catch you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.